everybody, I hope you're all well. I just wanted to come on and talk about this topic. I've actually got some notes about the topic in question because I just watched a podcast from a book publisher here in the UK who had a mother on of a autistic boy, and she basically was talking about autism and reversing autism and curing autism, and it got me really fired up. And I've just about heard enough of eugenic bullshit. And it's really wound me up. And as an autistic person, enough is enough. And I'm not going to keep standing for these ghastly, awful podcasts that are trying to fix me, are trying to fix autistic children, autistic adults. And I'm sick of having to hear these podcasts are getting in the millions of watchers and millions of subscribers. Hey SJ, how's it going? And it's really pissed me off because we don't need fixing. Hey Christina, we don't need healing. We don't need our autism reversing. You can't fix or reverse autism. People, get it through your thick heads, please. We don't need to be fixed or cured or made better. We're not sick, we're not ill, we're not damaged. And it annoys me that these book publisher people and parents of autistic children and autistic adults are still doing this garbage on podcasts, on YouTube, off YouTube. I will link the podcast once this video goes up. But the channel is called Inspired by Storytelling Book Writing Publisher. And the title of the podcast was called How to Reduce Autism Symptoms by the Autism Expert. And that title alone should say enough is enough. Like, why do we need fixing? Why do we need curing? Why do we need healing? Autism is a genetic neurodivergence of the brain. Why are we needing to be cured or fixed? We don't need to be cured or fixed. And I wish that this mum wasn't allowed on this book writing podcast, because she basically started saying that her son at 20 months old had regressed from being a neurotypical healthy boy who had eye contact, was walking, was eating by himself, and then all of a sudden lost eye contact, stopped walking, stopped eating by himself. And then the mother took him to the health visitor, who apparently made the appropriate referrals to the health authorities here in the UK, to speech and language physio, etc. And she said that these people just didn't seem interested in helping her or understanding her struggle, why she was having issues with her son at the age of 20 months up until the age of 4 years old. And then she went into researching how she could help her child, how she could support her child, how she could cure her child, how she could heal her child. And it just really pisses me off, because as an autistic adult, we don't need fixing, we don't need curing, we don't need healing. There's nothing to heal from. The brain cannot heal. Autism cannot be healed. It cannot be cured. It cannot be fixed. It cannot be twisted into what you think it is or what you think it is not. And it really just agitates me that a lot of people are not taking this seriously. And this topic is a tricky topic, but I have to discuss it. I have to bring it to the forefront of the community, of the channel, of the people. And then she goes on to say about that autism is a biological cause, and it can be caused by having too much metal in the body. Oh, for fuck's sake, do me a favor. This has been debunked again and again and again and again and again and again, over and over and over and over and over again. Metallation is nothing to do with autism, people. Get it through your thick heads. Autism is to do with the brain wiring, the way that we are born, the way that the brain forms within the womb. It's nothing to do with having metals or toxins. Then she goes on to say that our cerebellum, which is part of the front brain here, which is to do with our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings, our progression of how we grow, is that we have too much of the cerebellum growing at a too strong a rate, which causes us to regress. Thank you, BJ Williams. Exactly. And let me give you your wrench back. Hold on. hold on. There we go. Yeah. So basically, it pisses me off because these people are allowed to talk about this and have no repercussions, no comebacks, no strikes on their channels, no warnings on their channels. Like, why? Why are they allowed to promote this? But yet, when I speak against it as an autistic woman who is legally diagnosed, by the way, I get in trouble. Enough is enough of this garbage. Like, we don't need to be fixed. We don't need to be healed. We don't have metallation in our brains. We don't have metal in our bodies. Autism is not caused by metals or mercury or toxins in the brain or abnormal genetics, as she then implied as well, that we have abnormal genetics which makes the brain grow at a faster rate. This pisses me off because we are a neurodivergence. We are a minority of the people who are born differently for a reason. Our brains are built differently. We are born wired a different way. Roughneck Mojo, what's up? Good to see you both. Hold on, let me give you both your wrenches back. Hold on. This topic just really got me hot under the neck and just really agitate because I'm sick to death of these YouTube channels, these YouTube podcasters being allowed to say that we need to be cured, we need to be fixed, we need to be healed, we need to be made better, that autism is so severe and damaging. Oh, do me a favor. Come on. Like, really? Like, I'm sick to death of this shit. It really does frustrate me. We don't need to be fixed. I will keep speaking on this bullshit for as long as I have my platform. I don't want to be fixed. I don't need to be healed. And your son certainly didn't need to be fixed or healed. And to be honest with you, your son is not fixed. Your son is not healed. There's nothing to heal him from. His brain is a neurodivergent brain, which basically means you need to damn well accept him. Hey, Nabal, good to see you. And there's nothing to be ashamed of. He is a neurodivergent person. He is somebody that is needing to be different. He is a neurodivergent for a cause, for a reason. And the sooner that exactly, Mojo, this is the thing. I will link the podcast once this video goes up, but the channel is called Inspired by Storytelling Book Writing Publisher Channel, and the title of the podcast was called How to Reduce Autism Symptoms by the Autism Expert. This podcast was 35 minutes long. I had to sit there and write notes on these bits of paper that I've got here. And she said the reason that she started getting into the area of autism is because she wanted her son to have a better life and that she wanted him to live a normal life and not a life full of struggle. And the fact that she had been in touch with other parents who had autistic children and that these autistic children were struggling and that they were being put on antipsychotic drugs because of their behavior. And I do not condone that at all. Whoever's been putting their autistic children or autistic adults on antipsychotic drugs, you are completely bonkers and completely in the wrong for doing so. Autism and medication just does not mix. Hey, Sienna. Good to see you. Yeah, so that is the reason why I had to go live and talk about this right now. I'm so fired up. It is ridiculous. And then she said that when she realized that her child had too much cerebellum growth and that her child had regressed so much that she started putting him into therapy, which again, we all know what that is. ABA therapy, applied behavior analysis therapy, which basically makes your child or adult conform by being told what to do by a professional who makes you sit there and repeat, well, how much money is this? Or how about we take this toy away and we add this toy and we add this toy? How many toys do you have? And like, they make them conform what they perform in monkeys. And it pisses me off because we are not performing monkeys. We are not performing children for you to pull the string. You go, well, you'll do this when I say. You'll do this when I say. You'll have this certain food when I say. You'll have this certain medicine when I say. No. No, 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 and no. Like, exactly, Sienna. This is the thing. Hi, Isabella, my sweet Isabella. Good to see you. This topic has annoyed me, Isabella, so you may hear a bit of foul language because basically this mum on this podcast was saying that her child, when he was diagnosed with autism, life became depressing. So I'm like, are you serious? Like, it should be the best thing to celebrate. Not saying that your child's life and your life has become depressing, because it isn't depressing. Autism is a neurodivergence. It's a different way of being, seeing, feeling, being around people. We don't need to be people who make you depressed or sad or broken or frightened, because there's nothing to be frightened of. And the sooner these people stop their bullshit, the better, because I will call that out each and every single goddamn time. Trust me. I will call this out for what it is. I am sick to death of these people that they are charlatans. They are making money off their autistic children and autistic adults, and it makes my blood boil. Like, it makes my blood boil. I am sick to death of these charlatans who can come onto YouTube and say, "Oh, my life's been so depressive and so hard, and I have a child that has special needs, and I have a child that has autism, and it's wrecked my life." Oh, come on. You've got to be serious. Welcome to my life. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Like, seriously? Like, I will link the podcast so you can make your own mind up about it. Then the next bit she says is that once you receive a diagnosis of autism, that you are told by the mental health professionals or nursing professionals that you have to put limitations onto autistic children or autistic adults. I'm sorry, what limitations exactly? That we can't be social, or that we can't function, or that we are unable to talk or unable to go out into social situations. Oh my god, are you kidding me right now? Like, are you kidding me right now? Hey James, good to see you. And yeah, I had to go live, guys. I'm sorry, I'm so hot right now. I'm ranty. I'm pissed off because, again, this is based on eugenics. This is based on, oh, I can fix you and make you normal, and you won't have autism symptoms or autism behaviors. Oh, please. You can't fix an autistic brain, people. Get it in your thick heads. You can't fix autism. There is nothing to be fixed. It isn't a abnormal gene or abnormal genetics. It's something. People have tried to take away my accommodation for blindness and autism. I wasn't allowed to touch things, run into things. I wasn't allowed to cry. Thank you, Mojo. I'm sorry that you've experienced that, Sienna. It's awful. This again comes down to lack of neurotypical awareness. It comes down to lack of neurotypical acceptance. Hey, Annie, good to see you. And it just makes my fucking blood boil. I'm sorry I'm swearing, but it makes me heated, because again, it's all to do with eugenics and behavior and the fact that they claim that we're sick, we're damaged, and no, we're not. We're not sick and damaged. And the sooner people get through your thick heads, the better. And then she goes on to talk about that we can switch the autism gene off. Are you kidding me? There is not a autism gene, you stupid idiots. Autism is a brain wiring. It's to do with the way that we were born, the way that we come out of the womb. Hey, Sky, good to see you. So basically, Annie, I just watched this podcast from a book writer called Inspired by Storytelling Book Writing Publisher Channel, and she had a mother on there who was talking about her autistic son. And she basically was saying how she cured her son, how she healed her son. And I'm just like, excuse me, what? Huh? How about hell no? How about hell no? Hey, I'm Fire, good to see you. I hope you're doing well, my friend. And so, yeah, the next bit I want to be talking about is that she claims that autism isn't in the family genetics. I'm sorry, what? Autism has been found out to be in the family genetic. It's passed down the family genes, and it can skip generations. It can skip one generation to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And then it can land like someone like me who got diagnosed with it in her mid-20s. Like, hey, Rosie, how's it going, Rosie? Good to see you. And the next thing that she talked about, which I don't agree with whatsoever, is actually promoted about behavioral therapy. Behavioral therapy is a way to make your child or autistic adult or disabled adult medically conform with the authorities by being sitting on a table or sitting in your house and making them perform like performing monkeys, where you force them to do chores and tasks until they literally exactly, Isabella. This is the other thing she mentioned, which is you just made my next point. Like, then she talks about, well, I encourage autistic people to mask. Why? Why would you encourage autistic people to mask? Because masking kills us. It is draining emotionally, mentally, physically, intellectually. We mask all day, every damn day, because we have to, because the neurotypical society forces us to, because they won't accept who we are as a neurodivergent individual. And unfortunately, masking is highly encouraged when it shouldn't be, and masking is bad, and masking is not healthy. Masking is a coping strategy that should be used in a short term reasoning. It shouldn't be used as a full time, everyday mask. No, because it makes us ill. And thank you, Sienna. I'm glad that you're going through music therapy and it's working for you, and that you're working on your unmasking. And I just don't agree with, why would you force autistic people to mask? Masking should only be done to protect ourselves. It shouldn't be done as a therapy to go, you will do this and you will do this so you don't shine that you're autistic, or you will do this so you don't show your autism. Oh, please. Hey, Amy. Good to see you. Thank you, Amy. Exactly. The IT major Corpian has a degree in classical guitar, moderate Asperger's autism isn't. Exactly. This is the thing. And then she goes on to say that autism is exhausting and emotionally draining, that she wants ABA therapy to be on the NHS here in the UK. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Are you seriously telling me, as an autistic viewer, that you want ABA therapy to be applied on the National Health Service? Are you kidding me right now? ABA is vile. It is disgusting therapy that is evil. And you should never, ever, 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 ever force anyone with autism or disability into ABA therapy. It is vile. It is disgusting. It is wrong. It is abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse. It should not be done. And if it does get on the NHS, oh my God, I will be backlashing. Trust me. I hope to God that the NHS won't put this up as a therapy, because I will be extremely upset if this does get into the NHS as well. I mask things about my blindness. I mask my CPTSD. I mask crying and emotions of dysregulation. Well, yeah, Sienna, unfortunately, a lot of us do mask, again, due to the fear, stigma, stereotype of who we are as neurodivergent people. And unfortunately, that's only going to get worse, because a lot of the neurodivergent people and non-neurodivergent people basically say, oh, you need to appear as normal, you need to do as you're told, you need to do this and this and this and this and this and this and this, so that you don't show your autism. Yoli, what's up? Good to see you, Yoli. Like, exactly, Mojo, this is the thing. Yeah, Sky, I'm on state benefit as well, and it's helped me to be more independent. That money helps me to look after myself and helps me to make sure that I have food and I pay my bills, and any money that's left over, I sometimes treat myself with it. Exactly, Yoli. This is the thing. Yoli, if you go back to the beginning of the stream, my friend, you'll understand what I'm talking about. I've just finished watching this podcast called the Inspired by Storytelling Book Writing Publisher channel, and she had a mother of an autistic child on there. Exactly, I'm fine. This is the thing, and she basically said that children can be healed and autistic adults can be healed of autism, that we can be fixed, that we can overcome our autism to become neurotypical. What? So you think you know better than a mental health professional who has got years upon years upon years upon years upon years of autism training and psychological testing and brain testing and mental health testing. You think you know better? I don't think so. I don't think so. You can't cure what is not needing to be cured. Like, you can't fix something that doesn't need to be fixed. Like, it's absurd. I've had to break away from some of my family. I've disowned my only brother and wife, and his wife, also my brother-in-law, of which is trying to commit me to the psycho ward. I'm very sane, they're not. She's basically shunning autism. How do you think your son feels about this woman? Exactly, Mojo. This is the thing. Sienna says, I was taught to keep my hands to myself because sighted people don't touch and feel over everything. Exactly, Yoli. This is the thing. This is very upsetting. This is why I went live, because I'm pissed off about it, and it's just, it shouldn't be happening. And she also triggered me by saying was she can never accept anyone's autism diagnosis. What? Not being funny. If you are diagnosed with autism, or you know somebody that is diagnosed with autism, why would you not accept that? Why would you not accept somebody for being neurodivergent? Whether they're autistic, epileptic, CPTSD, PTSD, intellectual disability, visual disability, blindness, it's ridiculous. Why would you not accept people for being who they are built and made to be? That's what I don't get. Like, we should accept each other for who we are. We're all born differently, whether it's physically, intellectually, mentally, emotionally. We're all born to be different. And it pisses me off that these podcasts get millions upon millions upon millions of views because they don't realize the underlying negative connotations with it. And like Amy just said, overcoming obstacles is a human condition, period. We all have the potential to be our best selves and have problems all the same. Exactly, Amy, this is the thing. And I wish people would just accept us for who we are. Autism is not a bad thing. Autism is a neurodivergence of the brain, which makes me think and feel and see the world differently, but that doesn't mean I'm tragic, or that I'm broken, or that I'm sick, or I'm deficient, or that I need to be fixed. I don't want to be fixed. There's nothing damn wrong with me. Like, I don't want to be fixed. I don't need somebody trying to shove some kind of cure down my neck and to be told, oh, you need to be normal. You need to behave. Oh, please. Like, really? You think I want to be cured? You think I want to be fixed? Hell no. No way. No how. Not gonna happen. Like, I am not gonna. Like, I can't stand this stuff. I can't stand it, Isabella. I will speak up every time I see this BS. I cannot stand it. I cannot stand it. I am not going to let some mother advocate that ABA and therapy is the way to cure autism. No, it's not. It's not the way to fix anything. The therapy will just friggin' diminish their personality in general. It's not going to help. Hello, Big Tender. How are you? And I won't take this lying down. I'm not going to take this as a way to be told that I'm deficient and broken and that I can fix myself. No, I don't need to fix myself. I don't need to check myself. I don't need to be made better. Like, I am autistic, and the sooner that you exactly, Mojo. Maybe one day, but I'm going to speak up and speak up and speak up and speak up and speak up on this issue until literally every goddamn channel knows about it. Like, it's literally how I feel. And then she says about that you can rewire the autistic brain. I'm sorry, what? So you're trying to tell me that rewiring the autistic brain can fix how we are and can fix our behaviors and that we won't be neurodivergent anymore. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Like, to say that we can be fixed or that we can be healed is ridiculous. It is obscene. It's not right. And for you to release this book called Unlock Autism, like, really? And the fact that you've got a supposed 6-stage action plan to cure autism, whatever, like, this is ridiculous. Like, it is ridiculous. Like, you need to stop writing content like that. That is evil, it's abusive, it's wrong. And, exactly, Isabella, this is wrong. This is mentally wrong, physically wrong, and it's against human rights. You can't cure something that doesn't need to be fixed. And the sooner that autism stops needing to be fixed or cured or made better or have a pill put down our throats, the better, because there is nothing to stop us from being autistic. There's nothing that we need to stop us from being autistic. Like, the sooner you guys realize, and everybody else out there on the podcasting platforms, stop with the I fixed my child with autism, I fixed my autistic adult. No, you haven't. You've just masked their symptoms. You've masked their behaviors because you've made them conform to the government control mindset of you must be normal and do as you're told, otherwise you're going to be made fun of. No, it's absolute abhorrent. It's wrong. It's disgusting. It's disgraceful. It's evil. You can't fix something that's to do with the brain. God damn it, people. Get it through your thick heads, please. I'm begging you. Stop trying to change me. Stop trying to change autistic people. Stop trying to blame it on we need therapy, or that we are regressing, or that we are changing into worse people. No, we're not. Not at all. Like, the Conservatives have no help except ABA for people with autism. BA, many people with autism dying every day because our Conservative provisional government. Yeah, I'm sorry that, Canada seems to be going that way, and I know some parts of America are going that way as well. I just wish that people would stop with this bullshit of, I fixed my son with autism. No, you didn't. You didn't fix him. You just masked his symptoms. You masked his triads. And it's like, I know it's serious. It's wrong. I will be doing some more research about that kind of stuff because I want to bring this out to the forefront of people, and I want people to know that enough is enough when it comes to this topic of stuff. But yeah, guys, that's all I kind of really wanted to say on it. I hope you've enjoyed my video on this topic. It's something that I needed to get off my chest before I head to bed early, because I've got to be up early for my birthday tomorrow morning. So, yep, I just want to come on and talk to you guys. But much love. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.